Quercus robur, Fastigiata. We talked about humanizing the landscape scale. This is where you use columnar trees. And of the columnar trees available, and today there are many, many, many of them, this has become, or was, I hope maybe still is to a degree, the most popular form to use in the landscape. We just came by some out there in the parking lot, and that was Carpinus, Carpinus betulus fastigiata. They were narrow, and that's the second, probably most popular cultivar of upright narrow tree. So you can see why they would be used in narrow spaces to bring down the scale of the building so you're not looking at a harsh wall and kind of making a human landscape for you to pass through. There are good cultivars, good selections of this and bad selections. These are mediocre. I will show you some really, really awful ones because we have some of the worst ones in the world here on the campus. And then if you go to the website, and if you paid attention when we were at Firefield Garden Center and you heard Jim and I point out and talk about the one oak, it's actually up on the Facebook page. I took a picture of it. That is a stunning specimen. So even though these are genetic freaks, there were lots of genetic freaks that had similar characteristics, and so it wasn't just one, it was a whole bunch, and they started to propagate from a whole bunch of them. And this is why selection is critical in these trees. Now these trees, in some cases, will actually retain their leaves, some of the better selections, and I like that as winter interest, because they'll all go beige, they'll stay on the tree until late winter, until they really get blown off, or they get pushed off by emerging buds in the spring. So you have some winter interest on them as well. You know, nice rustling sound when the snow is blowing, and makes you feel nice and warm and cozy. Right. Pests and diseases, these do get a couple of problems. They're minor. It gets aphids, which suck the plant juices, and then it gets sooty mold, which is what the aphids cause, because the aphids suck the juices, and they're sloppy eaters, and they spill the sap, which is full of sugar, and then this mold grows on the leaves. So sometimes you can get these leaves showing a black cast. This yellowing here, I'm not sure what that is. It's probably some other insect infestation as well, getting into the leaves, but at this time of year, not a major problem. These are about 25 meters or so tall, and as I said, they can be either really good forms or really bad forms. I had one planted at my house that I actually bought from that garden center that you went to when Jim Fiddler owned it, the old guy that was there, who's going to be your teacher next year. And I cut it down several years ago, and if you go on to Canada Plants, you'll actually see the tree that I replaced it with, which is liquid ambar styraciflua slender silhouette, right, which at the time was very, very rare. I have to come across one and put it in. Now we have 4 of them at the Cuddy Gardens, and the one at my house is a replacement for that tree. And again, you can see where it was used: big, tall building, narrow form, narrow space, etc. Okay? We're going to go back across the road because I forgot